Yeah, the book Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. There's a chapter in there called Culture Honor. I don't know if it's called Culture Honor, but it's talking about it. And it just talks about how back in the day, in the 1800s, 1700s, whatever, when Appalachia was just getting, people were starting to settle there was no like police or law. It was pretty much respect, you know what I mean, amongst everybody in the mountains. The ones that were disrespectful got taken care of by, you know what I'm saying? Like if you went and like, you know, banged out somebody's sister, you know what I'm saying? Like that dude, that brother's gonna come and like take care of you. You know what I'm saying? There's no judges and stuff like that. And when there were judges, judges got chased out of the court. Like it was crazy. So yeah, I got that. I was reading it. I was like, that shit's crazy. I was like, man, that just feels how it's hip hop is to me. It's like I want the raw, vain shit that everybody just respects each other. You know what I'm saying? Like keep it moving. You get pushed out of the lane if you're whack. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like
it's almost self-enforcing.
Exactly. Yeah. So like I was like, yo, Culture Honor shit makes sense. It sounds good. Yeah. I was like, you know, so I just went with the Culture Honor. People's History of the United States, man, that shit like, that shit's a crazy book. So I'm gonna say that about that. I stay with personal to smoke and I sell dubs. I'm the hustler, but I ain't gotta sell drugs. I'm a star cause I got more bars than the jail does. Definitely, man. The DJ, you know, is the backbone of hip hop, dude. And you know, it shit just like it really does kind of like bother me a little bit that like DJs, graffiti writers, break dancers, like that shit is like all like passe in hip hop now. You know what I'm saying? That shit is like, I can understand hip hop advancing and moving, but there should always be allowed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like graffiti, DJing. Like yo, dog. Back in the day, you couldn't go on stage and not have a dope, ill DJ. If nobody was back there, you had the illest dude from the DMV circuit, the DMC circuit behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the shit. Like you had to have the dope DJ. Like he always started off the show like juggling, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that shit doesn't happen. People don't have fucking DJs. Even if you got Serato, dog, know how to DJ first. Don't call your fucking self a DJ if you're not a DJ. And get behind the wheels and show and prove. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's lost in hip hop too, is there's no show and improve, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is whack. So, you know, like, that's as far as the DJ, and you got the graffiti writers, you know, I mean, they've always had a tough time, but you don't really see, like, graffiti. My album, you know, I have DJing on it. I got, you know, probably 4 or 5 songs on there. I got scratches. My man INF, who was my influence as a DJ back in the day, did a lot of the cuts. He lives in Florida. I did some cuts on one song. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to showcase my production skills for the album. It's basically like, not as good, but in the vein of like a Muggs or like Prince Paul. So I think those would be the closest. Cause it's kind of different, but hard and aggressive. It's not always. I kind of changed my sound up a little bit, but I think I always have a signature kind of sound to it. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's just, I try to put things in different places, not, you know what I'm saying, that'll just throw you off and shit like that. The gas company, I'm so hot that I could drop an album monthly. You know my shit is track, man. It's just gotten more polished. Like when I first started, I had an MPC and I didn't have no extra memory or nothing in it, so I had to chop up the sample. Like the stereo time was 10 seconds and mono time, if I sampled the mono, was 21.9 seconds. So I got really good at chopping up real quick loops and different loops from different records, and I record them on 45, like fastest pitch. You know what I'm saying? Then I just chop them, and then but the chops wouldn't always be clean. I think like over time my chops got really clean, my drums got really technical and advanced to the point that you could flow. You know what I'm saying? Before, I think I was just making beats. Now I'm like producing records. You know what I'm saying? I got an idea what's going on. I mean, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Ronnie Dangerfield, motherfucking, I don't even know, like, there's a lot. Chris Rock, Chappelle, what's the dude's name? Gilbert Gottfried's funny.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucking, who's a spaz out dude? Sam, oh no. I don't know who my favorite is. I don't even be on the comedy like that, like the stand-up comedy. I watch it, but I don't follow it.